Hello everyone, welcome to my video on database management systems. In this video, I'm going to talk about what a database is, what are its components, what are its advantages and disadvantages. So what is a DBMS? A DBMS is a software that allows users to define, develop, maintain and manage database access. We can consider it as an intermediary between users and the database itself. The DBMS offers a systematic and structured approach to effectively manage, retrieve and store data. The function of DBMS is vital to modern computing. It is the foundation of innumerable apps that we use on a daily basis, ranging from social networking and medical records to financial systems and e-commerce platforms. Multiple users can access data concurrently without encountering conflicts thanks to the DBMS, which guarantees data consistency, security, and integrity. Additionally, a database management system converts unstructured data into useful information that businesses can utilize for operations and decision making. Okay, so this is a DBMS, and then now let's talk about the DBMS architecture components. So there are 5 key components in a typical DBMS architecture. We can see that the database engine, schema, query processor, transaction management and database manager. So the database engine, this is the main service for data processing, storage and security. It manages all database functions such as updating, retrieving and storing data. To maintain data integrity, the engine controls transactions and optimizes searches. The next one is the database schema. This establishes the database logical architecture. It outlines the structure of data including fields, tables, views, relationships and indexes. The schema can be considered as the blueprint of the database. The next one is query processor. This component reads and runs database queries written in languages such as SQL. It converts high-level queries into low-level instructions that the database engine can execute and then optimizes these queries for better performance in order to improve efficiency. The next one is the transaction management component. This assures the database transactions follow ACID properties. The ACID stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability. It manages concurrent data access and recovers in the event of system failure. The last one is the database manager. These are the interfaces and utilities that allow database administrators to perform tasks like performance monitoring, user management, backup and recovery, system security configuration, etc. So together these components work seamlessly in providing a robust data management solution. So let's talk about the advantages of DBMS. The first one is data redundancy and inconsistency reduction. So in conventional file systems, the same data could be kept in several files, resulting in redundancy. When modifications are made, all copies must be updated, which is often not done, resulting in inconsistency. A database management system eliminates this by centralizing data storage. Each data element is stored in a single location and all applications use the same source, maintaining consistency across the enterprise. So the next one is enhanced data security and access control. So DBMS offers advanced security features. Administrators have the ability to specify user roles and permissions, limiting who has the ability to see, edit or remove particular data. It is almost impossible to successfully apply this granular access control in conventional file systems. So features such as encryption, authorization and authentication prevent unwanted access to sensitive data. The next one is concurrent access and transaction management. Multiple users can view and alter data without interfering. The DBMS ensures data integrity through locking mechanisms and transaction management. For example, if two bank tellers attempt to operate the same account at the same time, the DBMS ensures that both transactions are completed accurately and without data corruption, which traditional file systems struggle with. Okay. So, however, database has some disadvantages as well. So let's talk about the disadvantages. So the first point is high initial cost and complexity. So implementing a DBMS requires a large investment in software licenses, physical infrastructure, and skilled personnel. Because of the complexity of DBMS systems, organizations require specialized database managers, which leads in increasing operational costs. For small businesses with minimal data requirements, this can be prohibitively expensive. So the next one is performance overhead. Because DBMS is so generic, it is built to handle a wide range of circumstances which can add overhead. For simple particular applications, a DBMS may execute slower than a custom file-based solution. Additional layers of abstraction and security checks may have an influence on performance. And the last one is single point of failure. So centralized system risks. So which means because all data and applications rely on the DBMS, any system failure can disrupt the entire organization's data access. While backup and recovery solutions exist, their centralized structure makes them vulnerable. If the DBMS fails and so suitable failover is in place, operations may come to a vital halt. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of DBMS. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and thank you for listening.